Referrals. For oral surgeons, endodontists, and periodontists, referrals from your family dentist in your neighborhood are absolutely critical to the success and growth of your dental practice. Without these referrals coming in from your family dentist in your neighborhood, you're not going to have any patients, right? That's why it's important to cultivate and nurture these relationships. Now, many create a spreadsheet of the referrals and notes, but that's the old school way of doing things. So out with the spreadsheets, in with LeadPlotter. Now, what LeadPlotter helps you do is to plot these referring dentists on a map, and then it helps you and your staff track key parameters that are important to you to manage these relationships. For example, you may want to know what the doctor's name is, what the assistant's name is, what the front office's name is, when their birth dates are, when was the last time you got them a gift, how many times they send you referrals, and any other notes and information that you want to store about each referral. And this can be accessed by all your staff members at your fingertips from any of your devices, which is amazing. So to get started with LeadPlotter, just go to our website at leadplotter.com, head to the bottom, and you can sign up for a free account. Once you fill out this form, you'll gain access to your account. Again, that can be accessed by all your staff members. You can view the complete user guide, and you can also show sample data to kind of get the wheels off the ground. But let's go ahead and start fresh. Okay, pick the area that you practice in. So let's pretend that we practice in Seattle. Okay, and we want to know key parameter information about these dentists that are referring cases to our oral surgery practice or endodontic practice or a periodontic practice. So let's come into settings, manage fields. Some things that I might want to know: doctor's name, okay, front office's name, okay, birth date of doctor, for example, okay, number of referrals per month. This will be numeric. Okay. Whatever else that you want to track, you can put in here, and it will show it to you on a map. Okay. So let's go ahead and exit out of here, and then we'll come into places. And what we're going to do is we're going to search for dentists. Okay. It's going to go ahead and plot some dentists on a map. Okay. And if you can see, if I zoom in and rerun the search, it'll keep dropping more pins. Okay. Now let's start creating accounts. So Sound Dentistry, add to account. Okay, it picks up their address, their phone number, their website, and then these things that we're keeping track of. So click on confirm. We'll just go ahead and add a few for demo purposes. All right, here we go. Okay, now if we come over to accounts, we can see that we have added these 4 family dental practices. Now, for example, Tara Sullivan, the dental shop. Here's a website, there's a phone number, and if I come into Notepad, we can see they're hours of operation. So that way my staff can go there when they're open. And if I want to keep any notes about their practice, I can leave it here. All right, so let's come in here, put the doctor's name as Tara Sullivan, number of referrals per month. Let's say they send 50 cases a month. Okay, and now I can also keep track of check-ins that I do with the practice. So if my staff reaches out to them through a phone call or drops them off a gift, I can do that. So I'll say dropped off July 4th gift. All right. So if I come into the history, I can see when the last time I've reached out to that practice. Now the beauty of keeping track of all this information is if I come into filters, then we'll be able to see on a heat map the distribution of referrals from the referring dentist. For example, we can see this one here, the dental shop is dark blue, so they've been referring over 50 patients to us per month. Whereas the white one, they've been sending 0. So maybe I want to take care of this practice here that's sending me 50 patients. But also I want my staff to reach out to the ones that are not referring me cases to see what I can do to improve or get them to refer more cases over to my oral surgery practice or my endodontic practice or my periodontic practice, right? So on a heat map, you get to see all your referring dentists and the parameters. For example, if they have a birth date that's coming up, you can see in a color all the birth dates in the same shade for the month of July, for example. Okay, that way you know you can get gifts for them. Right? Now, let's say that you want to go and drop gifts off to these 4 practices. Well, it's easy. Come into Lasso, select these 4 practices. There we go, and it says create a route. You put a starting destination in, an end destination in, and what it'll do is it'll optimize the route for me so it's the most efficient to help you save time, gas, and money. Okay, this way you're not bouncing from one part of the town to the next. And again, you can access this from your iPhone as well. And then when you go into the practice, you can log notes. You can say that you went in there and do a check-in, and what the vibe you had from the practice, for example. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that you can do with LeadPlotter that is exponentially much more powerful than what you would do with a spreadsheet. So throw away those spreadsheets, sign up for LeadPlotter.com to help boost your practice and also to help you nurture these referring family dentists, because without them sending you patients, you'll have no business, right? So let's use LeadPlotter to help elevate and levitate your practice to greatness. Sign up at LeadPlotter.com.